What is up, guys? Regal Gamer here with episode number 2 of Only on Xbox, and this time I have a great one for you. That's MechAssault. I do have the Platinum Hits version here, and it's the best of Platinum Hits. I'm not too sure what the difference between the best of Platinum Hits and the regular Platinum Hits are, because it's supposed to be all great games, right? They're Platinum Hits. But definitely a great game here, guys. MechAssault, battle mech game. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy the video. MechAssault was an action battle mech game developed for the original Xbox in the year 2002 by Day One Studios. Most original Xbox fans will talk about Steel Battalion when referring to great battle mech games on this system, but to overlook this game would be an injustice, because in my opinion this game is right up there with Steel Battalion, if not even better. And I really think this game stands as a precursor to what games like Titanfall would become. And it's really something that you should take a look at if you've overlooked it. Obviously, in a game like this, graphics are going to be hugely important. You really want to see those explosions. You really want to see the detail of the mechs up close. And that's something that really separates this game from the earlier games on the PlayStation 1 or even the N64 like Armored Core. I loved Armored Core, but this game really took it to the next level. I mean, there are so many variations of mechs, and they all look unique, and they're all very clear. I know it's kind of crazy looking at these pictures, but for this time period, these graphics really were stunning. The developers should be applauded for creating a fully destructible world. That's something that a lot of games during this time period actually weren't doing, and they took the initiative to do that. So definitely hats off to them, because that makes the world feel so much more realistic. Imagine shooting a missile at a building and just seeing the building just stand there and not even have a scratch on it. That would totally kill the immersion of the game. Now, the story mode of this game is pretty fun, and I definitely enjoyed playing it. But what makes this game really stand out, in my opinion, and in most people's opinions I would say, is the multiplayer. Now, this was one of the first games actually to use the Xbox Live service, and this really was critical because it showed people what the Xbox was capable of. PlayStation didn't have a game like this at the time, and that made Xbox really stand out. It's obvious that many people don't have their Xboxes hooked up to the internet nowadays, but some do still with the modded Xboxes. But even as local multiplayer, this game is still a blast to play. It's one of those games that you can just pick up, play for 15 minutes, and have a blast doing it. You don't have to sit down for 3.5 hours, 4 hours getting into the story. You can just literally pick this game up with a friend, shoot at each other in a couple giant mechs, and the multiplayer is awesome. One of the cool things I actually enjoyed playing the multiplayer in this was called Battle Mode, where you actually, it's kind of like hordes or zombies from Call of Duty, where you just sit there and take on existing waves of mechs, and you just keep trying to defeat them, and you go as long as you can without dying. And it's something I really found pretty fun, and I played probably about an hour of it just shooting the time by. Another thing this game absolutely did perfectly was get the sound just right. It really sounds realistic, as realistic I guess as giant mechs can be. It sounds like what you would expect a giant mech to sound like. The explosions sound realistic. Everything down in this game was done well, and you can really see the developers weren't just trying to publish a game quick for launch. They actually wanted to put a good job into this one, and they absolutely nailed it. I'll give them props for that. During MechAssault's lifespan, this game was definitely well received. Most critics rated it around 90, and I definitely would agree with that rating. Today you're going to be able to pick this game up, regular version or Platinum Hits version, $5-10 is the absolute most, and it's a game you're going to have probably 10-15 hours of fun out of, I would say. There's also a sequel to this game, MechAssault 2. I have never played it, and I'm looking forward to getting to that one and reviewing that for you guys. But absolutely I would recommend picking this game up. If you're a fan of battle mech games, Titanfall, Armored Core, Steel Battalion, pick this one up. It's going to be a real cheap collection to add to your collection, and you're going to have an absolute blast playing this game. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon with another original Xbox video.